What's up, Igniters? Welcome back to another video, another episode. I almost said I'm Juan. I'm Jared.
I'm Quad.
And we are here, episode 51.
51.
51. That's
last week's little video was a little different. Something needed,
Little?
something different.
I think it's very different.
Very different. Very serious,
Yeah.
but very needed.
And honestly, guys, if you guys can continue to share that video, I think it brings awareness.
There's a
we
lot
won't
of-
talk about it today, but
There's a lot of people that need to hear that video.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing that it released last week. But Jared, I'll let you do this introduction.
yes, today we have what's it called? Like a new guest, right? Because first time ever here.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to word it. But we have a special guest today. Very, very special guest today. First time ever on Ignite podcast.
Not really.
And not the last time ever.
No, not really.
On the podcast. Oh, yeah, that's true. You guys have seen him in a vlog. In the
No.
Orlando vlog.
Oh, he was in
And
Orlando
he was in
vlog.
what other?
The conference thing that we did too.
Yeah, you guys have seen him.
Yeah.
But you guys have never spoken
You guys have never
with him. Or more like heard him speak. Oh, wait. No, like.
No, you don't know about him, and that's what this episode is about.
Yeah.
Knowing who Jesus is.
Jesus.
And that's who we have on today.
Don Chui.
Don't Chui.
You're not Mr. Chui because that one's already taken by
Who?
this famous TikToker.
Mr.
Well, no,
Chui?
it's a TikToker. This is more.
Are you a TikToker?
Yeah, this
Okay, then you're Mr. Chui here.
Okay. Okay.
We can call you Chui, right? Chui?
Yeah, Chui Garza, Jesus Angel Garza is my full. If you guys want my full legal name,
Full legal name.
full legal name, disclosed. But yeah, Chui Garza is what my family, like I guess you could say the Latin American side from Mexico is like what I grew up with, and it really wasn't what I was called for a long time. And I guess we could get into that, but that has like to do with my testimony and everything, so we get into that later. But yeah, Chui's good. Chui's good.
I feel like that's a lot of Jesus's, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
call my tío
And was it?
in Mexico.
I think it's because like there's this artist that his name is Jesus in Sinaloa, and like he got super big over there, and like they call him Chui, like it's part of his song. Like,
Yeah.
it just screams Chui in the back of the song.
I didn't know that.
I think it was either you or someone. They're like, why do they call Jesus Chui?
Me.
Like, yeah, like where they get Chui from Jesus, you know?
Yeah.
Because other names, it kind of makes sense, right? Like Guillermo is like Memo, because like, you know?
that's a
Or
good-
Francisco's like Panchito. But
Yeah,
like, he's like, where did they get Chui? And I was like, well, Jesus. I think it's like the ending, you know? Like it says Sus. Imagine
No.
Chui.
No.
Doesn't even make sense. That was my thought process. I was like, well, where did? Because that's a Mexican thing.
Yeah,
Jesus is Chui. I was like,
That's the first.
I was like, where did my people?
Sus, Chui?
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is I don't know how he got the Chewy, but I just know that I feel like he made it super popular because that dude.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot his name. Like
I was about to ask.
I
What's his
forgot
name?
his name, but
We gotta do some research on the name Jesus in Mexico.
Well, his name's Jesus. That's what we know.
That's
oh, that's funny.
But it's a little get to know Jesus or Chui. Tell us where you're from and what you do in life right now.
Yeah, no, I'm from Washington. I was born and raised here. Kind of. I was raised my first 3 years. So I was born here, and then my mom. So a little story about that is that my bio father died before I was born. So my mom was a single mother for the first 5 years of my life, and 3 out of those 5 years, I was back and forth from Mexico with my grandparents. And there's a funny story about that. There's this one time where I was in Mexico with my grandparents, and my mom missed me so much that she told them to go to Texas, and she took a Greyhound. Like, I don't know how far away she met me. You know, those old back in the day.
yeah, the Greyhounds are famous.
Yeah, there's still a thing, but
yeah, they are.
but yeah, she took a Greyhound. I don't know how far, how exactly, and like she legit went to go get me. It was like a movie story type. I don't know like all the lore of it, but
It's okay. I'm already picturing it.
yeah. I was just like,
I saw the whole movie right here.
Yeah, in those movies when they're watching out the window and everything, that was me. That's the memory I have. That's the memory I have of it. But yeah, that's how it was. Super family oriented culture. I was raised in Othello, Washington, and I've been there all 23 years of my life. I think I'm 20. No, I'm 22. No, no, yeah, I'm 22. No, I'm 22. Gonna turn 23. Sorry, that's a really bad habit of mine. I think.
When were you born?
I was born 2002. Hold on.
What
I'm
month?
23.
You're
I'm
turning
23.
23 this year.
I'm turning 23 this year.
Oh, I'm asking.
No,
Wait, what month?
hold on.
When's your birthday?
When's your birthday?
Give me a sec. My bad. February 11th, 2002. So that means it's 2026. So that means I'm turning 24 this year, right? No, 2023.
You're gonna turn 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't really like think about what my age is a lot. That's kind of embarrassing. But yes,
that
I'm
low-key
20.
happens.
I'm gonna turn 20. I'm gonna turn 23.
Huh.
And but yeah, that's pretty much it. I went to Othello High School, graduated 2020, and I've been working at so all my friends know that I've worked like tons of different jobs, like from agriculture to construction, which is a different form of it, to retail in the sense of like Ace Hardware, Walmart. I worked at Dollar Tree. Like they called me that I was looking for a job. They called me that I was hired. I went to do the orientation. The next day, a different job that I wanted called me. So I like just quit that job and I went to the next job the next day. It was so funny. And then I did like more agriculture stuff. And then I ended up at the police station in Othello just by mere chance of knowing someone that works there from our church. And I reached out and I was able to get a job as a dispatcher there at the police station. I've been there for 2 years now.
Bro, how is that job?
It's a job.
And in Othello, right?
Yeah, it's in Othello.
How is that like?
Dude, no, it's actually a lot more goes on than you would think that I thought, that I didn't know about. And I think that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing for me is the atmosphere, bro. Because like I've never been in an office job. I've never been behind a computer all day besides school. And that's new to me. I think that's the biggest thing, the atmosphere. But then like you get to the actual work of it. That's when it's just crazy,
Serious,
dude. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. And you have people's lives in your hands. You have the officer lives in your hands. You have the people that call. It's a lot of like just high pressure multitasking. That's really all it is high pressure multitasking.
No, that's something that you got to be calm for, dude.
No,
You
yeah.
can't be someone that like breaks down easily.
No, yeah. It's
Imagine, bro.
I don't know what to do.
I've seen videos of like even part of the training. I remember one, I forgot what this famous like girl on YouTube that she like does everything. And it was like it was fake. It was a fake scenario, but they're like, I'm giving birth in the garage or something like that. And she's like helping like the lady. But she just like she couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Because imagine you're telling someone how to give birth and she's like in the garage and you're miles away. You're just like, they're on their way.
yeah.
I feel like that's the most stressful part when they're like, I need help. And you're like, they're already on their way.
Yeah.
But like, depends where they're at. And you're like, they're on their way. I don't know if I could do that job. I think I could do it, but not for years. Like long term, I don't think I could do it personally.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's your mindset.
Or more like, I don't know, mindset, but more just like the weight of it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like the first year you were there, it was like you're still trying to get really settled in, huh?
Yes and no. And why I say that is because the first 2 weeks of my job were supposed to be just training, like super slow. I'm behind somebody, all that. And it kind of was. But as soon, like a week and a half or something like that, because sometimes it was how it would work is that there's 2 dispatchers at a time. And there's some days where there's only 1 dispatcher, normally weekends. And I would train with the lead dispatch, and he would be doing the single coverage. So it was just me and him. And so after the first week, once I could actually sign in, or it might have been the second week, once I could actually sign in and do my own side, as soon as that happened, and like the day of, it was during like kind of towards the winter months. No, it was super early in the year, still like February, so it was super foggy and icy and everything. Dude, the 2 weeks of just chaos, bro. I was thrown in the thick of it, accidents, casualties, like crazy stuff happening, like DVs, and just people just being crazy. In the first 2 weeks of my life, like I've had so many fire calls, so many, like it was mainly the accidents, dude. It was like an accident every day, and like something happened. And because of those first 2 weeks, like after that, like I felt like I've dealt with the most, dude. They legit was put through the ringer in those first 2 weeks, and after that gave me enough confidence. I truly believe the Lord is with me too, because it's in like not an anxiety, but it's a stress that's a good stress.
Yeah,
it increases my stress tolerance, and it helped me out so much in other stressful environments that I'm so grateful for that job, because I truly believe there's a lot of seasons in my life since that job that I went through because like what the Lord taught me through it, and like it's awesome. It was really cool.
I think that's some beautiful things that you had you had you were firm in your stance with God, and you knew that no matter what I'm going through right now, I know He's gonna bring the peace right now.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring the peace.
No, yeah, 100%. Just try not to freak out. And I'm not saying I haven't. I freak out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
There's this like
That makes
little
sense.
bit of stress that hits every time you hear the bloop or the alarm, whatever it is. Like
I
you just jump, because like it could or every time the phone rings, it could be the smallest thing of like, hey, my dog ran away, or it could be like life or death.
Yeah.
That's the part. I gotta always be
That quick little, like your heart kind of drops on for like a
Yes.
second.
Yes, it's crazy dopamine, bro. It's it's
Wow.
crazy
I-
People
dopamine.
actually called
dude.
because their dog ran away.
Oh yeah, dude. Something that people don't realize is that 80
Or it's your mom.
80% of the calls are non-emergency.
80%?
80% of my calls, because I'm at the PD, not the 911 center.
Uh-huh.
So how that works is that you call 911, it sends it to whoever your county, your sheriff department is, and then they dispatch it to whatever city you're in, whether it's in city limits or the county limits. And so all 911 calls go straight to the county, and then they dispatch it to whatever city.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's how it worked.
yeah.
But
Little insider right here.
Yep.
No, it makes sense though.
I feel like for the dog calls though, you gotta just be like, call the animal control first, wouldn't it?
So
what do you guys do?
That's the thing that depends. It depends on where you live, right? Because for us, we have an Adams County Pet Rescue, but they were contracted with our city for a while, but now they're not no more. So we have our own animal and code resource officer.
Okay.
And so we deal with dogs, no cats. I don't know why. It's like cat racism. I don't know what it is, but like we
no
don't do cats.
No cats.
Dude,
No rabbits.
Dude,
no,
it's bad, bro. Cause like I feel bad. Like my cat ran away. I don't know what. Or they said they found a random cat. Like,
you're like too bad.
we're like, bro, we don't do cats. I'm sorry.
Imagine.
Good luck.
Dude, like,
This is-
I'm sorry.
just the phone right there, just saying,
Just may the Lord help you find your cat.
dude, literally, bro, it's bad sometimes. Like, of course, like, if they're dying or something, like, we'll go try to do our best, like the animal resource officer. But if she doesn't have to, that's just out of the kindness of her heart.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
we just don't do cats. So if you have a cat, I'm sorry. You didn't hear this from me.
That's so crazy too, bro. Just my rabbit. Too bad. Just no.
If it's not a dog, I don't.
What if
want
the cat? What if the cat identifies as a dog?
Nah. Nah.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
I have to get back to you.
That was out of my training.
On it, I feel like I would.
That one wasn't in the training. That question wasn't in the training.
It will be in a couple of years. How this world is going.
It's funny.
No, I want to go back to something because this is like not personal, but I've been wondering this for like years. Like, how is high school in Othello? What's the environment? What are the teachers like?
I feel like it's just,
I think it's super similar to everywhere else in the sense of you choose what environment you surround yourself with. I think that's the truth for life. But like, not to get deep or anything either, but in all seriousness, because I say that because I've experienced both sides in the sense of growing up, since I didn't get saved till the summer of my junior going to senior year. So my first 3 years of high school were horrible in the sense of like the crowd I was with. So like it was super crappy. It was super people that like just a lot of people. I saw all the bad in the sense of people that are using drugs or like vaping or just everything bad you can think of. And the environment itself is like kind of toxic because you see all the fights because you're around them all. You're around the people that get in fights. You're around. There's a lot of need for better life in the high school in the sense of there's a lot of kids that they just do what they think makes them feel good or whatever. And like I think there's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of alcohol now. There's a lot of things that kids are doing that like just with their bodies that aren't okay. And I think that's a lot in a lot of high schools. But for Othello specifically, I think it was a super small town. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
So everybody, for me personally too, because my dad is a Garza. So like my mom married into a Garza family, and like Garza's like Othello. A lot of Othello is Garzas. So like I knew a lot of the teachers and all that. So for me personally, like although I had a bunch of family everywhere, like I didn't care, because I was just like a rambunctious kid, and like I just did. That's a funny word, rambunctious. I haven't said that in a while. So rambunctious. It just sounds funny. But but yeah, no, school and high school, I skipped a lot of classes, but I wouldn't leave anywhere. I wouldn't have nowhere to go. I'd go to like the gym or like, just,
Yeah.
just what high schoolers do, I guess. But yeah, I was in the wrong crowd a lot for the first 3 years. So I saw all that ugly side and like the side that like I would say like, don't even come here. This school sucks. Like, it's like you want nothing to do with it. But then I also saw my senior year after I was saved, I hung around a specific crowd, like a church oriented crowd. And like my life, it was different. It was different. Like school was easier. I wanted to go to school because I had friends that I knew actually cared about me. I wanted to share the gospel and I wanted to actually not just make it better, but I would see the better in the school. I wouldn't be so focused on the ugly of the school. And you would see like communities, friend groups, and see how cool it is. So everybody has their own niche and like they're okay with that. And so like it's like that's what I meant by you choose what environment you surround yourself with. I truly believe that is with the high school too. So that's the hard part, is that you're always gonna see ugly wherever you go in the world. But like I think for the high school, that's a big topic right now, is like how can you, like, you can't fix it, but what I mean is like how can we make it better? Because I do believe high school in Othello is kind of like, not obviously everybody's not gonna downplay because it's just Othello. It's like, what is there to do in Othello? The high school isn't all that either. It's a pretty big, I feel like it's a big school. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of like that I know that I've seen, but then I go to Texas and I see like a high school over there, bro. No, hombre, dude. Like what? Like hello, dude. It's insane. Those things over there are insane. And like I see your guys is here in the Pasco. I feel like which one's the huge one?
Seju now.
Yeah, that thing
Now.
is massive. Like,
That one's
yeah, exactly.
insane.
Dude, that's what I mean. So it doesn't even compare, So it's like kind of like when you think Othello High School, you think like, yeah, it's kind of, and no disrespect whatsoever, but the sports is sports oriented town, so like sport heavy.
I know you guys are, right?
Sport heavy in the high schools, wrestling, especially wrestling. Wrestling, I feel like it's massive. Wherever you go, I think there's just so much wrestlers that it just automatically makes it just a big event. But I think definitely sports culture, and I think just like any generic high school, like High School Musical, even you could compare it to. That's how high school life is.
Yeah, and how has that changed though? Of like you hang out with certain crowds and then you get saved. Like, tell me about like the specifics of like that change of like, no, I don't want to hang out with them now. I'm gonna be more with those orientated or Christian orientated.
I think
groups.
Before you answer that, actually, I want to know like the testimony of how you got to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to save first. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah, no, the testimony of how I got to, I guess, like you said, that transition point for me. So the best way I can put it is that, as far how I speak is that, and how I like telling it is in the view of myself before realizing where God was in my life, because a lot of the time before you get saved, you don't see God in your life, right? So speaking from that perspective, in that way, my testimony, I was raised with both, after my 5 years, I was raised with both my parents. My mom married my dad, and it's so funny because I could say like I was at my parents' wedding. Because like I was 5 years old and I was at their wedding. It's funny. I have a little suit and everything, the chaleco and pants, and it's so funny to see in my closet. But yeah, I was raised with married both my father and my mother. They had my older sister, not my older sister. The oldest of my youngest sister. A couple years into the marriage, and I think for me the hardest thing was growing up was that I had friends that I would play and like do stuff with, but I was very sheltered when I was younger. So I wouldn't have any contact with, I guess you could say, other kids except at school, which I know a lot of people that are like that. But for me, what that caused for me is that I was very attention seeking, because I feel like growing up, my parents were always doing their best to just work and supply and do what they need to do for the family, that I was very, without them, not that they were neglecting me, but that's the feeling that I felt. It was a lot of neglectment and a lot of just abandonment. But I myself, I don't know what it was then. I didn't know what it was exactly that was making me feel that way, because in a way I just didn't know what I was missing out on. So if you could say it that way. And what that did growing up is I tried making friends, I tried doing this, I tried doing that, but I found out that when I tried like doing things a certain way that I thought was normal, it would kind of like, it'd be like that weird kid that like they're like stay away from him. So what I had to learn to do is how to make friends, and like people are friends with stuff they can relate to, with stuff that they think like them, they talk like them, and they act like them. So that's what my life consisted of, is trying to fit molds of different people's lives and different friend groups, so I could say I have a belonging, so I could feel like I fit in when I'm there. And so a lot of people, for me, the attention that I would get at school is like when people laugh. So like I was a class clown. I was the one that would be the annoying kid in class that wouldn't shut up, and like the teacher would always be telling to shut up and stuff like that. That was me. I was that annoying kid. I just wouldn't shut up. So, and that led me to get into a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble from the teachers, a lot of trouble from my parents, and my relationship with my parents became a relationship that all I knew from them was getting in trouble. And I wouldn't have conversations with them or anything like that because it wasn't normal. And like the only time I would have contact with them was to get in trouble. And not that they were bad parents or anything like that. I would spend time with them and everything, right? Like watch TV, all that stuff. But the time that I heard from them in a sense that like a personal way, it was like to get in trouble, because I was always getting in trouble. I was rather whatever it was, but it started off as super light stuff, just talking back. And once I got to middle school, that's when that's when all the worst stuff comes into play, because kids start getting into like vaping and all that. And towards the end of my high school, towards the end of my middle school, I started like talking to girls and all this stuff, and like the only people that I would talk about my feelings with were the girl I was in, right? So like what that started was like an attachment to a girlfriend or someone that I was talking to, and so that made me feel like I needed to have a girl that I could talk to or something like that, So that's where, because that was the only actual like time I ever spoke about my feelings. But I noticed every time I did that, like that, the relationship just went bad too. So what that did to me, I closed off even more. So now I can't be myself, or I have to be what everybody wants me to be, and I can't even have feelings now. So what that did for me was it became super numb to everything. And at this point, like the only attention I knew from my parents that I could get from them was by getting in trouble. So I just got more in trouble, and I started doing worse things like vaping and like stuff like that in the freshman and sophomore year. And that's when the freshman sophomore year, like related to your question, Jared, it was like just hanging around the crowds that wanted me around, because of what I did. I did what they did. I never did anything because I liked it. I never did anything, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel more numb. Or like I need to do this because it makes me feel free. Some of the things that people say. I did it so I could be accepted. I did it because I was filling in checklists of what the people around me needed. And that just destroyed everything about me, of who I was as a person and everything. And it just kept building up. I kept burning bridges. And eventually what happened is that the summer of junior year, I get told that I have to go to DOHS, which is like the alternative schooling they have in Othello, where if you're not on track to graduate, they move you there. So it's so like, that's a whole other different, why they do that. I don't think it's a school no more. I'm pretty sure I think they shut it down. I don't know. Yeah, I think they shut it down this past year. But so yeah, they tell me I'm not on track to graduate by a lot, bro. Like I failed a lot of classes. It was bad. Like my GPA was like super bad. So I don't even want to bring it up, but I don't even want to say what number it was. But yeah, they say I'm not on track to graduate. So they need to send me over there. Because they have a bunch of stuff I could do, and it's because you needed less credits to graduate from there than from the high school.
Yeah.
So they said you could graduate, but you have to graduate from over here. So what happened was that my relationship with my my bio grandma, why I bring her up is because she never saw her son graduate from the high school. And he was on track and everything. So I felt like my mission was to at least get her to see her grandson graduate from high school, because that's what she has left of me. So I made it my mission to do whatever I could to do that. And I locked in as far as classes. Like I did everything. I did a bunch of extra work. I worked double time, everything I could to get back on track. So the junior year ends and I get back on track to graduate the high school. So I transferred. So they said that my senior year, I'm going back to the high school. And then that summer comes around. And at this time, I'm going to church at this time I was going to church my whole life with my parents. Like I was in church. I would even be part of like the youth dramas, the kid dramas. I would do all that. I would serve in my church, and I would start, and I was living a double life. I was living because that people pleasing, that filling out the checklist that I had even applied at church. Okay, they want me to know these verses. They want me to, okay, the person that finds all the verses first, they always get a prize. They get attention. The people that are always doing things, they get like that acknowledgement. Okay, so let me do all that. Let me do everything to get their attention too. So that even applied in church. So in church, I looked like I was like a goody two shoes, you know, and all that
like
stuff.
a good Christian.
Yeah. So yeah, talking about being a goody two shoes and just doing whatever I could to fit in wherever I was at, whether it was at church or at school or at a friend group, whatever it was. That's what my life consisted of, was what everybody else wanted from me, and not who Jesus was at the time. And so I had family that goes to a San Benito, Bethel Assemblies, Spanish Assemblies of God. And this summer of so after my junior year, after I caught up and everything, I'm still in the world. I have a girlfriend at the time that I'm set on that, okay, this is a girl I'm going to go through all through the rest of my senior year. I'm going to marry her. This is what I want to do. And then I finally decided that, okay, the purpose in my life was the girl, one. And then two was I finally decided, like, I want to go into a career of creative writing. I want to go to college for career. And I never thought of college before that year, before that summer, before that whole thing that happened. So like I finally in my life, I feel like I have a plan, somewhat of a plan, somewhat of a stable structure in my life is what I feel. And summer comes by. I don't remember the specific dates, but one of my tias, she tells my mom, she invites her to a youth camp that her church is doing. She said, I'll pay for him and everything and just have him come. I didn't want to go. I had no interest in going. I was like, this is dumb. But okay, I was like, I know some of the guys there, their family, and it's paid for. I'll just go. I'll go. I was not prepared for it at all, by the way. My first camp ever, and like I went in with like a t-shirt and a pair of shorts and chonies, and like dude, I was unprepared. I didn't know what was. I thought it was a one-day thing. I didn't know what was going on. I get made fun of it to this day by the guys, because I was so underdressed. I borrowed someone's t-shirt, or someone's dress shirt every day, and like it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was horrendous, down horrendous. And I just didn't care. But I go with some of the guys on the way up there, and the first service happens, and I don't remember the message of the nights, but I do remember the topic for the camp. It was rerouted. And it's talking about how there's a narrow road and there's a wide road, and the message of the whole camp was like to be rerouted, to be redirected. And for the first time in my whole life, that service during the altar call, for the first time in my whole life, I actually named Jesus as Lord. I claimed Jesus as Lord of my life. I gave him my full surrender for the first time ever. Because even before this, I went to services, I prayed, I worshiped, I lifted the hands, I bowed down, I served him, I represented him on altars in front of the congregations. And I knew a lot about him because I would read the verses, but I never knew him. And that day, that changed. That day, like I said, for the first time ever, that's the first time in my whole life that those words came off my lips. And that's when everything changed. That's when I was okay with giving up everything I planned up to that point, everything I worked hard for. I was okay. I completely and utterly gave it all to him. Everything. My worldly desires, I gave it to him. My worldly relationships, I gave it to him that night. And it just wrecked me to the point where I had that hole in my heart that I was trying to fill with every person, with every acceptance, with every drug, with every substance, whatever it was, whether it was a girl, person, relationship, whatever it was that I was trying to fill it with, it was finally filled with the one I didn't know would fill it. And that was Jesus. And it was beautiful because it's just you guys ever seen those clips where it's like a peak male experience, and then it just cuts to like the sharks fighting the bears
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah,
and all that
yeah.
was my moment right there. That was my moment right there with the Lord. That's what happened, and it just felt like it made sense that it didn't have to make sense, and that changed my perspective on everything. The Lord revealed those, lifted up the veil over my eyes, and everything, just the Holy Spirit started to just speak and show himself. And that night, I kid you not, I messaged, I feel so, I think about it, like, it was just like, because we were so young, I broke up with that girl. Like, it was like, it just dropped it like that right there, deleted everything like I needed to off my phone. I told myself I cut off every relationship that was worldly before, and I want to seek the Lord with all that I can. And what he started on me was he lit a fire, and I was burning for him. I had so much zeal, and like capital all letters zeal, and I was reading the word, I was digging into it, and like it started to make sense. It started literally, the words were literally lifting up their page, and like the Holy Spirit was just pouring into me. And it's so funny to because the only Bible I had at the time, it was like a kid study Bible, but it was a New King James Version. Like, who gives a kid, who makes a kid study Bible? New King James, which was crazy. But it's the only Bible I had, so I would read it. But because it was a New King James Version, I needed to be so intentional with what I was reading. I needed to be so in depth with what I was reading, try to figure out and understand it, on top of the Holy Spirit just pouring into me, that it allowed me to, that I see now, like a lot of the actual, like, I feel like the knowledge skill of dissecting and sharing and like reading something and then making it so someone else can understand it, that like that skill aspect came from that, from only having that Bible. So I see, like, now I see the Lord working in that, which is insane, like, to think about and look back on and be grateful for. And like I said, and the first book I would read was Proverbs. Why? I don't know. It was just the first thing. And I feel like the Lord put so much like wisdom into my life through that. Like, I didn't even know what I was reading or why I was reading it. But like, I read all through Proverbs again and again. It was like the only thing I wanted to read. I don't know why, like I said, but I see now like how much just naturally the Lord was just pouring into me without me knowing, you know? And so I get back to the school, and mind you, this is first time going to school saved, like knowing Jesus. So like, it was weird for me, but I did hang out a lot with the people that I got saved with. So that I finally got my people, my community, my tribe, and like it allowed me to have so much confidence in and knowing that I have a backing, you know, knowing that I have people there for me. So, and that's when that transition thing started to happen. I wouldn't hang out with the people I would hang out with. And I started hanging out with the other crowd, the people that I got saved with. And in my head, I just told my best friend at the time, was like, hey, dude, like, there's no Bible club, or my stomach's growling. Watch the mic pick that up.
Our stomachs always do that. Every episode, it's fine.
And my head was like, yeah, I was like, bro, there's no like Bible club or Christian club. Like, let's do something. It's like, well, like, do you think they'll let us? So I just go to the office. I do what I do. That you need to give you a petition thing. I get my petition signed by all the teachers. I have a teacher that's able to give us the room. Mrs. Kutch, shout out to Mrs. Kutch. She's amazing. Like, she's still a mentor and someone I look up to in this life. And she gave us the space, and we just ran with it, dude. We just ran with it. There's this kickoff of National See You at the Pool Day that I saw on, like, I don't know if it's Instagram or YouTube or what. I was like, bro, like, let's do this here. Why are we not doing this here? Let's start it here. So me and my buddy do it. My buddy Felipe, shout out to Felipe. Like, he's and we did it, and it was a big turnout at the first See You at the Pool. And thank the Lord that since then, like, that prayer time, it's been a thing every year since. And like, I love what the Lord's been doing through that. And that day we do the Bible study. We just do like just a Bible study with everybody that wanted to come. And it was just about the Bible, just little teachings, talking about stuff, what we're struggling with, how to deal with it, how we're dealing with it, and that we're not alone. And have a space to like really invite the Lord in and let him settle in into high school. That was the biggest thing. And we were so funny. We would walk around with the Bibles, like around with the Bibles out, just all that. And the thing is that, like, the people that I used to hang out with, like, they would notice a little bit, and they would like jokingly ask me to go like do what I used to do with them or anything, and like laugh, like, you know, and like I'd be like, no, but hey, you come to Bible study though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd be,
yeah.
no, but you come to Bible study.
That's
And they
cool.
would-
That's actually
and
so
they, and they would just like laugh it off and dip and leave. But yeah, and like, and it also revealed a lot of the hearts that around me that were going through the same thing as me. That because you could see their compassion for me, and like, wow, like I see what you have, like, you know, and like, is there really more to than what we were doing, you know, than what we were trying to chase? Is there more to life than this? And it allowed me to share the gospel in a lot of places. And in that senior year, and randomly in my class, I was reading my Bible, and I was like, bro, you know how cool it'd be to go to like school just for the word, you know, like for the Lord, like to learn about the Bible and like to minister. You know how cool that'd be? And then like that's when the Lord put on my heart that He called me to ministry. He called me to, I don't know what it looked like. And I want to keep talking about this. I want you guys to go. We can talk about what comes next later, because I feel like when you say the testimony, there's just so much that has happened since that, bro, that everybody deals with, you know. But I want to end it there. But that's how I got to that point. And that's how it was. It was very conflicted because I was like, but I was so bold at the time because of how zealous I was for the Lord. Yeah. So that it made it so that when they would come up, they'd make jokes, they'd talk, but it wouldn't faze me. And I would just like, it was awesome because I was so lighthearted at the time because of the people I was with. I knew that these guys want the best intentions for me now. I knew the people around me like were there for me. They were real friends, you know, they were brothers in Christ and sisters in Christ. And that's why I mean, like, it made the two experiences so different. And that's why I said, like, your experience there is gonna be what you choose 100%.
A lot of the times the youth group is like, it's your second home.
Yeah.
For a lot of youth now.
Yeah.
That's something that you feel like your true self. Like you said, you were trying to be someone else that you weren't. But when you actually find the love of Jesus and find a group like that, like it becomes your second home, and you just want to be there 24/7.
Literally. And that's how it should be, though. Like, as a Christian, whether young or adult, like, you should feel like you're backed up, you know, by your Christian community, your Christian brothers and sisters, you know. So, like, it's super cool to hear that that's how you felt, like, your senior year. Like, well, I'm hanging out with this crowd because I felt like they actually had my back.
Yeah.
Like, sadly, not everyone that like kind of had that transition experiences that, and it's sad because it shouldn't be like that. Yeah. Even though God works through that and God shapes you through that, it shouldn't be like that. I think everyone, no matter what stage of life they're at, if they want to give their life to Christ, they should also feel that the love of Jesus through others as well, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, we know you, and we know that many also feel that through you now, you know, which is, I mean, it's so cool, right, to see like the beginning process and then who you are today, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool, and it's such a beautiful testimony to be able to see that, you know, through you and through even other youth that were around you at that time. Now they're also basically spreading that love. Yeah, like, it's awesome. It's just amazing. It's like a sign of true hunger in this new generation, you know. Present generation, I should say.
I could only imagine the change. I bet like, it looks so good. I don't know for you, but like, I love seeing the change of like someone who doesn't know about God, and then their life with God after.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
It's probably one of the most satisfying things to ever like witness as a human, bro.
Dude, no, it's
the before and after.
It's something you can't explain. It's just so beautiful. You're here. I'm gonna bring this up. You're willing to break. You're willing to do anything for God. You're willing to break your hand too. Or would you break?
Did you break a finger?
Wait, what?
Did you break a finger for the?
We wanted to bring that up. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're gonna put a little video right here.
Oh, we have the video.
We'll put the clip on.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram. It's the reel you guys made. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it on right here.
We'll put it on right here. But. We wanted to ask you about
happened?
that experience.
What happened, bro?
Well, it was while preparing for the conference that we were doing, and like it was right after youth. So it was right after some games we were doing. We were just hanging out, and before everybody left, we're like, let's do a video for a conference. Let's do a cool little like. I guess just a video trend that was going on where they were playing that once. It was a specific. You see in the video how they play the song, and then they had the laptop, and they were like me getting accepted to Harvard. Those videos. So we're like saying something about me getting my confirmation email about pre-registering for a conference, for chosen conference. And so how it was, we had like 30 kids. So it was like 30, 40 kids. So like we had someone at the computer and someone around the desk, and we had 30 kids. How are we going to fit them all in the frame? So they started jumping on each other and like getting on each other's backs and all that. And I did the same. I think I did it. No, I didn't. I was just behind somebody, and I was doing my reaction. I was freaking out. And then as soon as like the song, like that one point hits, and like everybody's like, wow, they celebrate and all that. And what happened is that I jumped, and because everybody was like pushing and stuff, so, I land on someone's foot. I fall. There's like a Eiffel Tower of people that just fall on me. And what happens is that I think someone's elbow like landed on my finger, and just the pressure of it. I forgot what finger it was. Like you could see it on my. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Just the pressure of it just made it so that half of my finger was just like 90-degree angle down. It like my finger like exploded. That's what happened. That's the easiest way I could put it. And like my finger was just like my whole fingernail under. You could see it all the blood and everything. And like I was like freaking out low key, but everybody was telling me to relax. It's just a cut or whatever. But then like so we just wrap it up and like call it good, right? We do and then we record the after thing that you guys are probably gonna show. But I go to the ER because, dude, my finger's dangling, right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's just the cut. It's just the cut.
When I got home, my finger was like 90-degree angle down. I'm like, bro, this is not normal. It's not okay, dude. I was freaking out, dude. I was freaking out. I go to the ER. Bro, they just glue it together. Like, no manches. They just glue my nail to my finger, and that's it. I was like, bro, I could have done this at home. But I think for me, it was just the fear.
Yeah.
The fear of like, bro, I don't want to lose my finger now. The tip of my finger, like, hello. And so I go and they do it, dude. The bill, no manches, bro. The bill was too much money. But yeah, I have a scar now forever. Right here where it binded together. It's like it's just a little like lip now on my finger. And you could see it, but that's just a memory I have forever for a chosen conference. It was awesome. It was hilarious, bro. I was freaking out, dude. It was like, bro, my finger.
Yeah, if it was dangling, dude, I'd be like, that's not normal.
That's not normal. Just wrap it up. Just wrap it up.
Yeah, it was bad because when it happened, it wasn't dangling. When it happened, the blood kept it like someone was filling in the gap of the
like saying cho. Yeah, so like it would hold it.
It would exactly.
So you stop bleeding.
So yeah, I just covered it and like that's it. And then, but yeah, after I had to wear a big old, like, if you remember.
I remember, yeah.
Elevate conference, or I don't know. No, after, when we MC'd, MC'd at the Resort City.
Yeah.
I had a little white thing.
Yeah, I
on
remember.
My finger. But it was because of that. But.
Yeah, because I think that's how, like, I think first, I saw like the first video. But I didn't know that you broke your hand or whatever. And then I think I saw you in person. And I think that's when you guys later like showed like the aftermath or something like that. And I was like, oh, and it was weird because like I was like, how did he break his finger? Because he just like fell. Like, you know, I didn't see anything fall on him except people. But I was like, wow, like,
yeah, dude, it's so even the people at the ER were like, what happened? Like how does that happen? Because it wasn't a cut, because it was so clean. It was so literally see like my skin literally just
opened,
just
like it just opened,
yeah. It was so bad.
Things that we do for church.
I don't know.
No, yeah, bro, dude, I still have that photo too. I think it's in the. I think it's in the video, right? It's in the video. I think it might be. Photo of,
I'm gonna have to look for it.
Oh, it might just be me at the ER going like this.
Yeah, I think it was just you at the ER.
No. Where's the paper towel?
Hey, remember when Silas punched me in the face?
What are you about to do? I have to show you the actual aftermath later, but we
won't put that on here.
Yeah,
but dude, Yeah.
And
Have you ever? No, Jared's hurt himself quite a bit.
Yeah.
I have a scar right here.
That's 'cause he
'Cause-
tripped.
Yeah. So there's a tripod here. What happened was the drums, they used to be like in the middle of our stage.
Mm-hmm.
And back there, like you have to get, it's like pitch black. You just have to basically guess that you're walking,
Okay.
you know, where you're walking. But we had like a tripod there. But like this random small spot, it was super sharp. So what's happening is I get off the drum. This is 10 minutes before service starts.
Oh gosh.
So I get off the drums and I'm walking and I feel like I kicked something, but I was going to fall. So like, and I also felt like whatever I kicked was going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I felt that it was going to fall and I push it, trying to grab it, but I just push it and I just feel like just like that. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh, it was a tripod or whatever. And I'm like, oh, like it hurts, but like adrenaline and all that, you're like, whatever. Till I go to the back and it's just like blood, like, and I try cleaning it. You know, like when you clean, like when you like put pressure
Yeah.
and you take it off and for like a second, it's
good.
there's no blood. And then you just see it all come out. Like it was like, and I was like, this hurts, this
Dude,
hurts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like this big.
That's
It's right here. And I remember because I had to clean it up real quick and then put a Band-Aid on it. All right, go play drums, you know? And it would hurt because the skin was open. So like it would,
Yeah.
I'm playing drums and it's like
yeah.
opening a little.
Oh wow.
And then I get home and I just put, what is it? Hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah.
Agua and
When the one that
sahinada?
bubbles?
Right? Agua and sahinada, something like that. My grandma would always call
I don't remember
it,
I don't know what it's called in Spanish.
And it was like,
Basically a liquid.
yeah, it's like
Liquid? Yeah, of course it's a liquid.
It's like a sanitizer.
it's that brown bottle.
Yeah, the
right?
brown bottle,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it like hurts, but I kind of like it. Because it just like bubbles. Like you just see it go. And it makes
I
a
know what
noise
you're
and
talking about.
everything.
It's satisfying.
It's satisfying to me.
I know what you're talking about.
I
yeah.
can't. I've never gotten hurt to where like I'm bleeding.
Really?
So I think I'm looking at. I've gotten hurt, but I think it's mine has been like purposefully. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like ours has been accidental.
Yeah.
You're like, let's do this.
I think accidentals. I've almost tripped multiple times, like off the stage, but
Yeah, you should have.
I've caught myself. So
What about that one with the bench?
that one was purple.
I know, but like, what happened there? What was
You
that?
didn't
I
hurt anything,
remember
no?
that video.
Did it hurt? I don't think I've
No.
ever asked you.
No, I was scared to jump on the bench.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. The fear wasn't jumping onto the bench. It was the bench breaking and then something
Yeah, just
going through me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
I was
was
like,
all that is, but yeah.
I was like, that's what I was
I
scared
didn't
of.
think about that.
Because it's wood. Like, it's
Yeah,
all, the bottom of it, it's all wood.
Yeah, so I was like, I didn't want to.
And it was already, the reason we jumped on that bench was because it was already broken. So we're
Yeah.
going to throw it away.
That's awesome.
So we're like, hey, let's make a video.
Yeah, that's
I remember he was like, I'm scared that like, what if a piece of wood just like snaps through or
Oh
something?
yeah, that's true. I wouldn't even have thought of that. I would have just sent it. Like, but like, and then imagine I end up like
Hey, good shot. Keep acting. You're like, ah.
No, that one was on purpose. And we did one recently with the Will Smith skit.
Oh,
where
no.
he slaps.
oh,
Oh, but you got slapped.
Yeah, I got slapped. A lot of people were telling us, like, dude, I thought that was fake. I was like,
what?
No,
no,
it was a real
he
slap.
actually
My
slapped.
pain was real. Tell them my pain was real.
No, the thing is, it was like the third try too, because
Oh my gosh,
they kept laughing.
they just kept slapping you. They just
was
wanted to
weird.
slap you more.
The
Fuck.
first slap was the loudest slap, but he said it didn't
I made
hurt.
it look too fake.
Yeah, and then the second one, the guy that slapped him, Fidel, he like stopped like that. Like he didn't go
Yeah.
fully through.
Told him, I was like, I need you to like follow through.
So that was him. He's like, follow through it. So the third one, bro, just bro.
slow motion, everything. Oh.
We should have done a slow motion.
We'll show you right now. One of the things we said in the beginning when we were introducing Chui was that he was part of a Ignite podcast where we helped him MC, and if you guys don't know, he is a MC for our district.
Yeah, he
national
is
youth-
Mr.
or not
MC.
national, I mean,
National?
National.
One day.
Oh,
One
one
day.
day.
Ah, see, I was
that'd be-
scared.
yeah. But he for our conferences that we have, he's our MC. And how's it like doing that? When did you start doing that?
When was your first one for this?
Yeah.
Bro.
Wasn't it when Abraham became DYD?
Yeah, it was right after Abraham became DYD. Shout out Megan. She threw my name in there, and like it just happened. Yeah, I love Megan, love the district and the team, and it's awesome. Like honestly, like I never would have thought about it. Be honest. But it's been an awesome opportunity, and I get to be myself. That's the beauty, and I get to be myself and just go up there and just get everybody ready to receive. And I feel like I take it, well, I guess we're, as ministers and as anything that we do as people of the Lord, we take everything like up to worship for the Lord, one, but like to the best of our abilities. And that's something that I always took into it, was that to be as prepared as I can to do whatever I need to do with, but also not limiting, like not being so structured that it's I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is just getting the crowd ready and to introduce them to the conference, because that's what I'm doing. You know, like my energy dictates how their energy are going to be. They can only be as hype as I am. So if I'm like to the limits, like that allows them to be, you know, up there too. But if I'm like down here, that's their cap. That's the people's cap. Yeah. So that's how I just take it every time. And I believe, even though it's just MCing, I believe it's the Lord's work, and dude, it's fun. It's go out there, talk to people, laugh, and play games. Like, what's up? Come on, like, dude, one more to it. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome.
I feel like you need like a nickname, but like that sticks. Like we need to like I know Chui, but I think everyone needs to know that you are like Chui. Like I feel everyone in our district, like. Yeah, since you're like the official MC,
Chui.
Yeah, like you just have to be like, everyone that goes to every conference needs to be like, that's Chui.
Just get a big old
like,
chain.
Chui.
Chewy.
Yeah, like
Chewy.
Since you're the MC, like you need your like
I get
you need like a like not a character, but like
signature something.
Yeah, exactly.
They have like a certain, whether it's part of the outfit or like a beard or like glasses, whatever it is. You know, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll start it next. We're called. It's the first.
First conference.
It's the first conference of the year.
So. Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
and then hopefully by what's it called? Elevate, like almost said elevation, but by elevate, like solidified already.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I think got some plans for just to continue the energy like throughout the whole year, because I know it's super easy to like when the upcoming month and the month after like somewhat of the conference, but. Something that I still want to talk to Abraham about is just how can we keep that energy all year round? How can we get the NHD as a district like unified in a level that when we don't just think about like family gatherings, it's only during holidays, you know, because in reality that's kind of like what it is like right now. But we have social media, we have outlets, we have phones. How can we stay connected, you know? And I truly believe that that's possible. And I think as for me myself in the position I am to, if I could make something possible, like I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? We're gonna do it. But yeah, I'm trying to see, like you said, like you do something, I don't know what, but just trying to get the people together through that energy. Yeah,
because like a lot of it is kind of me, but like, and it makes sense because like we have our podcast and all that.
Yeah.
But like social media, I feel like I think people need to see your face and Abraham's face too as DYD, like all year long through the page, you know.
Yeah.
And it's something we're talking with Abraham, of course, giving you guys a little behind the scenes, but not too much because it's behind the scenes. But for sure, I feel like you and Abraham need to be like. We like again call this in February, but we need to see you guys. What are you guys doing? But like something in March, something in June, you know, just exactly. Like in April,
exactly.
Just like like hey, remember we have this in summer, you know, or then we have something in October, you know.
Yeah,
just to keep like, because that page is kind of like the bar stool, like it comes and then it disappears, and then it's there again, you know?
On and off, yeah.
Because the bar stool, I don't know if you saw a couple of days ago. He said, we're coming back.
Oh, yeah, like a countdown or something.
It's coming back. Barstool's coming after all of us.
Yeah.
It's coming after all of us.
That's funny.
I didn't think people had all these pictures of me. Did you think that when like pictures would come out?
Don't you remember his?
Dude, nah.
One of the most famous ones is him dancing.
The video, bro, that legit went to like, nah. That was, they did me dirty, bro.
How did that get leaked? Because I remember I talked to you about it and you're like, dude, that's like an extremely private
group
like
chat.
video.
It was a private GC.
Oh, so you know who released it?
I don't, because it's a group of guys. But they did me. They did me dirty. Yeah, that's it. I haven't thought about it since.
Do we have permission to put it here? Do we have permission to put it?
If you want to, yeah. It shows just a little bit who I am. If you want to know who.
Yeah, I mean, and you're praising the Lord.
Don't love like that. I can't love like that. I can't love like that. got, 'cause love don't love like that. I can't love like that. Can't love. I can't love like that.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. Dude, that's my song though, bro. That's my song, bro.
It is. It's a fire
That's
song.
my song, dude. I
Love Like That.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fire song.
Dude.
But nah. Then
I gotta rewatch it a little bit.
what else is in the bar still? What else?
There's a lot of
Of
different
me,
things.
there's one where I was in a bathtub. But not okay, hold on. Whoa, wait.
Hey, wait.
I actually was wearing this shirt. It was right after conference. It was right after
This keeps right after conference.
Oh my god. No, but yeah.
We can just put them up. We'll
I was
put
just
them right
because
Yes, bro.
I needed a place to lay down, and the only place to lay down at the time was the
Bathtub.
Sorry, but yeah, no. There's that photo I know of. I don't know if there's any other ones of me up in there, but
The thing is,
The first one I see is Juan.
there's a lot of random photos with me. That's why, like, I'm not. It's one of those things where, like, oh, it's up there. It's ni modo.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of figured it was gonna be there.
Nah, but this was. I remember when it started. Like the first post, we're like, we're like, who is this and what is happening?
yeah. There was like what was it? That one Disney movie, Radio Rebel.
Oh,
Like, no one knew who she was. We were trying to figure it out. Like,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That movie was so
everyone
cringe.
already know who it is.
I don't know.
I don't think.
I don't know if everyone knows.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think it's still hidden. I don't think they've revealed
I
themselves
think it's
yet.
just like the
I know
the
who.
people who were.
I found out like, I put some
What?
pieces together and I was like,
Yeah.
and it got confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone knows. There's like,
Yeah, I don't think it's
Small group.
disclosed info yet.
You know then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know who, right?
So I think it's
Okay.
just everyone that's working with the team.
Yeah, but like everyone in the team didn't find out because we found out putting pieces together. Basically, we're like, okay,
It made sense. It made sense.
yeah,
Like Scooby Doo in the case.
yeah. It was gonna be given to me, but I rejected the offer,
Oh, what the
the account.
account?
But I was like, I don't think I can have it.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like a
don't
what's
wanna
that?
get
What's
in
that
trouble.
one social media thing right now where everybody's the T app?
Oh,
It's like the T app.
Yeah.
The T app. The NHD
Are
part
you
of
on
stuff.
that?
What?
Are you on that?
oh, yeah.
I don't. What do you mean? Like, do I have it or
No,
No, like someone put you up there.
I don't
with,
know.
like,
I how do you can find out or how do you find
I
out?
don't know.
No, I don't know how people find out. I think
Like,
people find out because they tell them you're
How
on.
many
Oh.
how many hearts did you break? Eh?
I'm like, no, bro. Like, I don't know. No. Like, I don't know how you're on the T app. I don't know. Maybe.
I remember I told
Dude, I don't even know what it is. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just know.
All I know about it is that like it's an app where like they put your profile and like a bunch of people can vote to give you a green flag or red flag.
Hello.
So like some you can have like 3 green flags but 10 red flags, and I think they put the reasons why, don't they? I don't remember. I don't know.
I just like I know like that you talk about it and stuff like that. So like I know about it and it's not good to be on it, but like I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
the last time I brought it up, I just said I said something about the team app, and then Jared, he goes off on me a little. He's like, but I think a lot of guys are just unjustly on it. And I was like,
He's
I
defending
stayed
the
quiet. I was
brothers.
like,
He's
are you on it?
No, because I have friends that like a bunch of girls. They just put them to be like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't work, because a lot of people just do that.
It's just so random. Like people, I mean, I don't know. It's funny, but it just makes sense. Like the youth, like what better do they have to do?
They just go with the time, whatever is rolling right
exactly. It's like us with the. Do you guys remember that one app, the after school app? I think it was after school. It had like a tiger on it.
now. I don't.
I think I've heard of
Do you
it.
remember? It was like that was the thing when like I was in middle school. I think.
I think I heard of it though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like in middle school. When I was
Yeah, no, I don't.
It was like an anonymous. It was just like an anonymous global chat, but
Yeah.
everybody from your district basically. That
Yeah, it was like anonymous or something
yeah,
like
it
that.
was anonymous. It was so bad.
Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah,
whoever
because
did-
Yeah,
I think the app had to be taken down
Yeah.
because everything's anonymous, so things got too.
No, that's
Threatening.
a bad idea. From
Yeah,
the very
it was
beginning.
horrible, bro.
As soon as you say anonymous, that's
Yeah,
not a good app.
I think there's like certain threats, and it's anonymous. So they're like, yeah, we can't have this with the kids,
That's crazy.
trying to hide behind anonymous.
That's what we always talk about. Social media has its pros and cons.
Yeah,
Just phones in general have their
You know-
pros and cons.
you know what would be a good debate for another time? Does it have more pros or does it have more cons? But we'll talk about that next time.
That's a good topic.
Next time you're with us, Chui.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about social media,
Of social-
pros and cons. All right, whenever that is, this month, next month. whenever it is that you come back, that's what we'll talk about.
Is there any words you want to say to the youth about called?
Yeah, anything about called.
About college, just truly believe that this is not just a college generation, but a not just a college generation, but a chosen generation is what I meant. And I think every single one of you watching the video, anybody that's even ever heard of NHD or anybody in this region, you guys are called to not just accept the Lord as your Lord and Savior, but follow through with the kingdom and follow through. And you guys are not only that, this is me calling you guys to co-register for Called on the link at the NHD youth page on Instagram. Maybe these guys can tag it in there, give you guys a little QR link, whatever it is. But go out there, do it. It's going to be awesome. It's a minister weekend, whether anywhere from middle school to high school to a leader in your youth, just show up. It's going to be at Resource City in Moses Lake, Washington. I think it's like somewhere like Peninsula Drive. That might be wrong.
I don't know.
Well, the address will be on.
Yeah, put on that. That might be wrong.
We'll just put the link to register.
But yes, register your friends, invite a friend, get them over here, just hear a word. I'm gonna be there emceeing. We're gonna have some fun times, we're gonna have some deep times, we're gonna have some God times. So just make sure to be there, and yeah, we wouldn't be the same without you.
Exactly. So Igniters, we hope to see you guys at Called Conference.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. If you guys want to take a picture with us, even though we're not that famous and all of you guys already know us, I mean, I'm down too. Well, they're gonna ask us to take a picture of them though.
Yeah,
like they'll be like, "Can we take a picture?"
Hey, take a picture of us real quick.
Yeah. And
might
like,
take, like,
they give us the phone. They're like, "Oh, yeah,
We might take like one sweater or something to give out.
yeah."
We'll see.
We need to take something.
Yeah, we'll take something. We're gonna take one thing.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
try.
No promises.
But Chui, thank you so
Thank you so
much
much.
for being here.
Thank you guys.
First time and not the last time that you're here.
Yep. And thank you guys. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, share this page. Subscribe.
I think you said it weirdly.
No.
You said
I
it weird.
subscribe. Right?
Subscribe. You said something weird.
Subscribe.
I think you said subscribe.
Subscribe. You guys know the deal. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Remember the name. Faith meets fire, light up the room. God's in control, he breaking the gloom. We ain't just talking, we walking in truth. Ignite podcast, we reaching the youth. Faith meets fire, that's the wave. Jesus the reason, he's why we're saved. Every beat, every line's inspired, cause this is Ignite podcast where faith meets fire. Carve.